It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Darnold from the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it's a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure, you might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
I'm back to work, boys. Oh, wait, nobody else can make it. You make the play. Dig down these, man. Let's go now, let's go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Catch here, left side, Thomas. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down throw, Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
It's showtime, baby.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
And back at the 8 now, third and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. From the 10. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier. Darnold completes it.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Giovanni Ricci taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are once again back in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turn to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They're going to look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Gotta be patient.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The big 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts as they have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They have no answer for that right there.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. On second down, McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw once more on second and 10. Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here. On their side of midfield at the 47. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On first down, Darnold. He's got Anderson on the slant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play smart, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Darnold now to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it, and that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And once again, this is Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 2. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on second and 10, Hurts. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes right side. 30, 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Dances by at the 20. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Oh, able to avoid him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A first down throw, Darnold. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Got his man, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They run with Sanders off the option. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because
But sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 17, Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Rolling to his right and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and 6. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets past 1 man. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Darnold. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And out now come the Eagles. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Hurts. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. Oh, good move. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. A nice little juke. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Let's roll. Guys, ready to get it on. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw again. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. On 1st down, Darnold. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Got Anderson on the slant, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 9. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts finding Watkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.